Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, bringing you another episode of A Real Trailer Theory, a series where I go over what a trailer could look like for a character getting into Smash Bros. Now with this series, I'm not saying that a character has a chance or does not have a chance of getting into Smash Bros. This is merely just for fun. Today's episode is on Chunky Kong. So for this trailer, I think that it would actually be a continuation of the Banjo-Kazooie trailer, where King K. Rool is still stuck under the rock that he was squashed by. It would show two Kremlings trying to push the rock, and they just can't do it. It would show multiple shots of this, being comedic with how they are attempting to move the rock. Eventually they start to pant and sweat, and have basically given up. Then one of the Kremlings looks up and nudges the other Kremling to look forward. They both smile and the scene fades out. When the scene returns, it would show the rock with a sign in front of it that says, "Free bananas under this rock." The Kremlings then run off laughing and hide behind a tree. The camera goes back to focusing on the rock, and you start to hear some loud footsteps. You then see the back of a head, with a backwards red cap on, and it would be the first time you see Chunky Kong, but only people who are familiar with the character would know that it is him from just this little bit. You then hear one of his sound effects from Donkey Kong 64, when he goes to break something, and you then hear the boulder break. It then shows Chunky Kong from the back, walk up to the crater formed from the boulder, and you hear him gasp. It would then show K. Rool in the crater, and show him getting up and dusting himself off. He then starts to laugh, knowing that Chunky Kong set him free, and then the camera would pan over to Chunky Kong, revealing that it is him for the first time in the trailer, and showing him winding up for a huge punch, with the same sound effect and motion from Donkey Kong 64. As he winds up for the punch, the Smash Splash screen would show up, saying Chunky crushes the competition, which would be a reference to his strength within the Donkey Kong series. After that, they would then show Chunky land the punch on K. Rool, which would send K. Rool flying. The two Kremlings witness this and run away flailing their arms in a total panic. So there you have it. That's how I think the trailer could go for Chunky Kong if he were to get into Smash. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If there's any other characters you want me to do this series on, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to stay up to date with Donkey Kong Week and this series in general, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.